Welcome to a new video in my home automation series, and back in April last year I reviewed a solar camera from Anran, and that was the first from them, and I thought, that's going to be the only one. But they reached out to me if I want to review my second one, and that old camera is actually moved to my summer house, and I quite like the fact that it's there and I can always look at the feed if I want to see what's happening down there, especially because we don't usually go there for about 6 months of the year when it's sort of like winter and autumn. So it's nice to have an eye on it, and it was just so easy because I can just install it within the Wi-Fi range, and the solar just kept the battery charging and it was working fine. Well, there is going to be a caveat to that in a little bit later. And so there is this new model, and the difference between this, well, for me the main difference is that the solar panel is built in, so it is even easier to install because you don't have stuff that you have to put on and cables between, because this is just literally a camera with a solar panel bolted on top of it. So as you can see, I got the camera mounted on the kids' playhouse. And as I said, no wires, nothing. I just literally screwed in that mount, and I tightened the collar, of course set the camera, and she's running like that. And unfortunately the weather has been really just this overcast, so I don't think I would be able to show you like nice sunny footage from this camera, but I do have some daytime shots, I do have some night footage as well. And yeah, so far everything is looking good. I do like the built-in light because it really gives a good illumination. I mean, you can see in the sample footage that I was like, what is it, 15 meters away from this house. This house needs some repairs, I know, and it gives me like pretty decent light from this area. So it's really strong. It's good for just a generic floodlight. So if you have it installed in a darker part of the garden, then yeah, it gives you enough light to move around and then see what's going on. So really happy so far. So in the box we get some stickers, and documentation, and then we get the camera, and also we got a USB-C cable, so you can charge it initially, and I did that already. But there is nothing else. There is a drilling template in the box. Yep. And that's it. So easy. And as you can see, I can just loosen this up, and I can just move this mount around and mount it. And there is this solar panel with this interesting coating on the top, and we have, oh look, you can remove the tape. So there is a camera, I mean a rather small camera, but then it has a PIR sensor, and even the previous model had a PIR sensor, and I have to tell you that it was really good at detecting motion. So I didn't get a lot of false alarms from that camera. So that was working very reliably. I was quite happy with that. And they seem to do the the motion sensor in this model as well. I'm quite happy with the motion sensor, and I think this also has some lights, some floodlights, but we will test that out because I can see some lights there. No, you can't see it on the camera. So I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, something just behind this glass, and that's it. And on the back we have a USB-C socket. We have a micro SD card slot and a reset and a power on button. Okay, so first of all, I think I have some spare USB, sorry, not USB-C, but micro SD cards. So I have this random 32 gig that I'm going to install. I'm not really sure which way it goes in, but that looks to be the right way, because otherwise it wouldn't fit. Okay, and that's it. And I think I'm just going to long press on the power button to power it up. Okay, we got sound. fine. And let me pick up my phone. And I'm going to find my Anran app, which is 8A. So it should be on the first screen. Yeah, it's here. So the caveat that I mentioned a couple of minutes ago is that other camera stopped working a couple of weeks ago. And actually it did happen to me in the past as well, that when it was still installed here in my home, is that at some reason it would just stop working, and I just took it down and I pressed the reset button and it was working again. It wasn't the solar panel, because when I reset it, it was fully charged again. But I don't know. So, and now it happened twice in the 2 years that I'm using it. And now it's a little bit unfortunate because I'm not planning to go there for a couple of months unless I have something to do in the area, so I can just drop by. So maybe that's going to be offline for a few months. It's a little bit annoying, but not much I can do about it at the moment. So I'm going to add the scan code. Do we have a QR? Oh yeah, we have a QR code. So I can do the scan code bit. Oops. Okay, allow battery camera. Enter configuration. Okay, so I just skipped the Wi-Fi settings. But that should be able to get this camera up and running. And then that's it. And I guess we have some couple of
camera and phone at the place of camera installation. Press next to enter network diagnostic.
Okay. Ooh, we have audio as well. And everything is finished now, so I can just turn this on and then yeah. That's good. And I just realized that I haven't even talked about specs about this camera. So this is a 5 megapixel camera. Obviously you can see the this thing on the solar panel on the top, and it has a 5000 milliamp hours battery, which doesn't say much to be honest, but it says that it has 2 months of working time with 20 wake-ups per day. And then the standby time of 6 months. I'm not really sure what standby time means. So based on the Q1 that I reviewed, and by the way, this is called the C3, I mean, it has no problem, maintaining charge on regular use. I mean, of course, with the Q1, you have a separate solar panel, so you can align that with the sky. But here you are more reliant on where the camera is placed. So I'm not really sure how it would behave if you want to place it in a shady part of your, house where it's not going to get direct sunlight. I mean, from this dark solar panel, I can probably tell that this is the newer type. I think it's the monocrystalline cells, and they are much better even collecting energy or electricity from shade or just general illumination. It doesn't have to be direct sunlight. Maybe this pattern on the top is some sort of lens, so it just helps to collect light from every single angle. So if if it's not perfectly placed, the sun is coming from the side, it will be able to collect it. So I mean, they must have sized it and everything. And I mean, it's winter at the moment, so the conditions are not going to be ideal. So I will be able to see how it copes with pretty bad weather and a lot of overcast that we tend to have nowadays anyway. And besides that, so it has local recording to the SD card. It has two-way audio, a PIR motion sensor, and this motion sensor is good for about 5 meters of detection to 100-degree angle, and the built-in infrared LEDs for the night mode is good for about 12 meters. So I think there are fairly typical specs. And if I look at the app, I mean, it has the usual functions like screenshot, push hold to talk. So if you want to have the two-way audio, I just had to just lower the volume on my phone so I don't hear the feedback from the camera. And yeah, I mean, we have lights. So it has lights. Oh, the lights are on the side. Oh, that's nice. They tend to be very bright, to be honest. I have the, the studio light overhead as well. Oh, I received an alarm that it has detected motion. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it has detected motion. Yeah, hi. Oh, that's really strong. And of course, it has the obligatory siren that I'm not going to test. and yep, you received an alarm. Okay, and audio warning and strobe light. So don't want to test that either. I mean, obviously it does, like, you know, all the siren thing, and they tend to be fairly, you know, loud. You can see the loudspeaker on the back at the bottom, to be honest. Yeah. So I have a friend who bought a video system from Anran, so they have he has the cameras as well, and he says that the siren is really, really loud. I just, you know, don't like to use it. And it looks like that, oh yeah, we have some history. So you can see all the triggers and the recordings, and you can download them locally, or you can delete. You can, you know, move here in the calendar. And of course, I mean, I just only installed this, so I don't have a lot of history. I would assume that it highlights some of the days where it creates some recordings. And it do have some stuff on the cloud, so maybe we will see some subscription that you can actually pay for. But so these are solid features. These are the things that I usually expect. And as you can see, the PIR sensor seems to be working fine, because as soon as I turn it to myself and it detects heat and everything, it says that there is a motion detected. So that's actually fine. And we can quickly go through the settings. So I can configure if I want to get notifications. I have some sensitivity for the motion detection, and I can even say that I want human detection, so not just simple motion, but I want to make sure that it sees a human. I don't think the Q1 did that, to be honest. And there are a couple of power saving modes, and I haven't enabled any of these on my old cameras, and they seem to be working fine. So I don't think I will use the power saving mode on here. And you can have some plans as well. So if you want motion detection to only work in certain periods, and you can also, okay, I can select the part of the image where I want to do human detection. So again, maybe it's looking at the driveway, so you want to focus the human detection on the driveway. And the audio warning and the strobe light, if you want to enable that whenever it detects human. So, you know, fairly comprehensive set of functions. Flip screen, color mode, so you can select a different you know, color modes. So if it detects enough light, then it's going to use color mode even in the night. So we'll see some sample footage of that. And yeah, and then yeah, you can share the device with different users. There is an installation guide, work indicator. Do I see? Yeah, there is a small blue LED, so you can turn that off. Oh, you got an alarm. And the time settings for the overlay clock. Actually, no, 24 hours is the one that I have. Speaker, microphone, and video encryption. Oh, okay, so that's some security features, and also probably some privacy features that it can, you know, encrypt the videos. I probably just leave it off, because sometimes it's easier for me, especially if I want to download a lot of footage, that I take the SD card out and then just pop it into an SD card reader. So in that case, I probably don't want video detection, encryption. And yeah, there are some additional AI stuff that is only available if you buy for a subscription. So that's a fairly typical functionality that we see nowadays. But yeah, I mean, it already has some person detection built in by default. But if you want to have some additional stuff, like pets or vehicle, you have to buy. That's how much it costs. I am reviewing, you know, the stock functionality without any subscription model. And battery management, yeah. And you can look at some, you know, charging stats and electricity usage statistics. So it just creates a graph of how much the camera was using the battery inside. And you can hook this up with Alexa as well. So you can integrate it with Alexa, which I don't have, so I won't be able to show you that. And there is one more subscription option that you have. So there is a separate subscription for the AI functionality, and there is a separate subscription if you want to store your recordings on the cloud. And that is, I mean, that is sort of convenience and security features as well. I mean, if you don't want to install an SD card, you can just pay for the cloud. It's really up to you. And of course, in terms of security, if somebody nicks the camera, then they nick the recordings as well. So if you don't have a cloud option or a cloud backup, you won't be able to retrieve those recordings, and, you know, or potentially the footage of, you know, somebody is doing the action. And of course, it really depends on whether you need that, whether the camera is installed in a way that it's, even if it's possible, but you know, there is an option and you can decide how you want to do it. And of course, that's per camera. So if you have multiple of these, maybe you can have a cloud for one of them, which is more like in a location where it's reachable. But if you have the other camera is like way up, there's no way anyone can reach it, you can just leave the cloud subscription. And we have some version information, but we are on the newest version, and I didn't have to upgrade the version when I unpacked it. It comes shipped with the latest version. So these are the features and everything on this. I also noticed on the Q1 that sometimes it takes probably like 15 and 20 seconds to get the stream started. And it seems to be much quicker on this camera. So I don't know whether it's down to the fact. Okay, it do seem some heat. I think this is probably a little bit warm, this charger. So it's picking up the heat from that. So this appears to be much quicker, and I don't know whether it's down to the fact that it is on my local network, because the one in my summer house, there is a 4G stick, so I get internet using, you know, mobile data, which could be a little bit slower. So maybe that's the fact that it's on a slower connection, takes longer time for me to connect to this, but this seems to be working, you know, very quickly. And by the way, this is how the notifications looks like. I haven't renamed the camera, so this is why it's coming up with these numbers. Yeah, but as you can see, the response, there is a little bit of delay, but other than that, it's I think it's fairly quick. Okay, so now it is time to install it, and I think by this time you will see some sample footage cut into this review video at various places. So yeah, that's it. It's a nice one. It's a single thing, so literally the only thing I have to do is get some screws and then screw it into somewhere, and you know, tighten this collar and then just fix it. So it's a very simple installation. It literally only takes 5 minutes. And probably the only thing I would tell you that before you turn it on, just use the USB charger to, you know, charge up the battery to be 100%, and then that's it. It can go outside and you know, start recording and doing its job. So I think this concludes my review video of this Anran C3 solar paneled IP camera. If you are interested in this device, then you will find purchasing links down in the video description. But I think that will be all for today. Thanks for watching, and hopefully see you in the next one.